Hey guys, how's it going? Got my syringe here. Got that going on. I got some alcohol. I've got my screen top. We're gonna shake some bees in here, and then we're gonna reuse our alcohol. I'm going to reuse our alcohol, so I got a got a coffee filter. We're going to stick it in this funnel. We're going to pour once we shake our bees up really good and we pass it through this screen into this bottom one, then we're going to take this lid off and pour them in here. Then I can pour the alcohol back in over there and we can reuse it for our next one. I've got some Ultra Bee here. We're going to put that on. We're going to put it on dry. I'm going to take a sheet of paper towel. We're going to do it the Steve-O lazy way. We're not going to put a lot of moisture in these hives. It is cooling off. It was 50 this morning. Somebody said, "That's cold." I said, "Cold? Are you kidding me? That's a Minnesota summer." Anyway, we're going to put some paper towel down. I'm going to sprinkle a little Ultra Bee on it, and we're going to put some sugar on it. Sprinkle some dry sugar on it. I've got water barrel over here. I gave them a fresh barrel the other day, so they got some nice clean water, clean agua. So yeah, we're going to go through all the hives, but we're only going to do about 3 with the alcohol wash to see where our mite count is. So met Rick at the beekeeper meeting, and he's building the oxalic acid vaporizers. I think he had a $150 price tag on them. They look pretty good. They look to me as good as the ProVap deal you're buying from Man Lake for $500 and change. At least he told me I could have one for $150. So I think I'll pick one up probably at the next meeting if he's got one available. He's building them. I'm sure he's shipping them all over too. So we'll get that information for you too. So let's I'll gear up here, get the smoker lit, and get into a few of these hives, see what's going on. I know I have a dead die out over here. It was a weak colony, and I peeked in there the other day and it was dead as a donut. So anyway, we'll see what's going on there and see if we can salvage some frames. See you in a bit. Okay guys, let's pop her open and see what we got going on here. Check out our little honeybee girl. See what's happening. I think here very soon I'm going to change all these traps out. See what's going on with that. Lots of honey stores, that's cool. A lot of honey, beautiful. Here's some, make sure our queen ain't on this guy here. There's seal brood here. See what it looks like, see if it's healthy looking. Yep. Yeah, these guys are all ready to merge. Their little heads are sticking out, ready to pop out of there. That's cool. Make sure Queenie is not on here. That would be pretty bad if we shook her into a shake jar for a roll test. That would not be good, guys. There's no eggs in here, that's good. We're gonna have to sacrifice a few of you girls, I'm sorry, but that's the way life is in Steve-O's world. I'm not seeing her. I'm not seeing her, guys. This is one of my frames with a monofilament. I just put a starter strip in it. Starter strip consisted of a string, hemp string, stapled in with little beeswax on it, and then I run 20-pound mono, as you can see, but they've chewed one strand loose here. But as you can see, they made a beautiful wax. So you really don't need, you know, you can get away without foundation, but you have to put these in between a full, you know, like plasticell or something. You can drop one of these in between. All right, let's shake these guys out. Shake these guys out. I'll put this one back in. I'll get my jar, my alcohol jar here. Look through here one more time, make sure there's no queen in here. Do you guys see a queen? Come on, queen bee. Make sure I ain't got a queen bee in here. One of my subscribers is Queen Bee, and she keeps an eye on my action, which is good. I like people keep an eye on me. Make sure I'm on the right page here, guys. Okay, there's a pile of bees in there. Goody snuff. That's that. I'll let them chill for a minute. I'm going to put a lid on this. Get in there, bee. All right, now I'm going to put this frame back in. I'm going to put my traps back on here. I don't see any beetles in here, which is good. Got my paper towels in my back pocket here. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I don't know if there's beetles in, larvae and varroa in here or not, but we're going to shoot them anyway. It can't hurt. Can't hurt, guys. I'm going to put 50 milliliters in here. This syrup I've made up, by the way, guys, is 600 milliliters of water, 600 grams of sugar, and 45 grams of oxalic acid crystal. And I heated my water up to my syrup up. Don't put this in Miss Daisy's. Don't put this oxalic acid in Miss Daisy's cookware. Just put the water, the 600 milliliters of water, 600 grams of sugar water in a pan, saucepan, and then heat it up. Drop a candy thermometer in there, heat it up to 150. Then go over and you have 2 jars. This recipe will give you 2 jars of this syrup. Equalize them. They'll come up to a little bit right there, like that, in each jar. Pour that hot syrup in those jars, and then weigh yourself out to split your 45 grams of oxalic acid. Split that. So put, say, 22 in each one, 22 and a half in each one, in a little paper cup. Then dump them in your hot liquid. Stir that up. Then you're ready to go. All right, what are we going to do now? We're going to throw a little sugar on them. I got a little sugar here we're going to put on. I got a little Ultra B. Let's sprinkle a little Ultra B on here. Pollen substitute. I keep a pickle barrel of water on each of my yards, bee yards. Let me demo that. Aha, here it is. Look at what I'm doing. I'm multitasking, guys. I got a piece of cypress wood in here, untreated, raw wood. Now, it'll get waterlogged and sink, but when that happens, you pick it up and you put it up here and let it dry. So the bees got water. My deer, I got to show you this deer, guys, by the way. He's an 8-pointer. He's a sneaky one. He comes right, pokes his head right through that hole, comes over here and nibbles. And he comes down that lane too. I've got a couple does and a couple of little freaky looking bucks coming in here. But this 8-point is beautiful, nice rack. I've got a trophy rock there, some cracked corn, and I pour molasses on that. So I am multitasking here with that operation. This buck only comes in at night. I've been monitoring him on video, and so unless I want to be a night hunter, I'm not going to be able to get him. But we'll probably just leave him. Miss Daisy's already gave me the warning. She said, you leave him alone. Leave him for seed. I said, yes. She said, you got enough trophies on this wall. I said, yes, Miss Daisy, but you don't understand. He is a trophy. She said, I know. So leave him in the woods. All right, let's shake this up. Why does she always win, guys, Miss Daisy? I guess because it's a woman's world, right? All right, we're going to shake these up and knock off them bromites. Hopefully we don't have any. I'm hoping we don't have any. That's enough of that shaking action. Put my homemade lid on here. Get this thing swiveling around like so. Bring her up and swivel. Keep stirring as she's going down. Just like that. All right, take this off. Take this off. Throw away your bees. Put your funnel in and your coffee filter and pour them out. I'm seeing mites, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it. No. Me no like. Me no like. Well, they all went in. Everything went in here. So that's good. Okay. Well, that's draining slow. Come on. I like to work faster than this, guys. Come on. Bee getting a little testy here. I don't think they like the smell of this alcohol. Imagine that. Let's get away from this testy bees here. go over here. Let's see what we got, guys. Well, I'm counting that piece of trash right there. I'm counting 4 mites. I'm counting 4 mites, guys, in that deal. There they are. 4 of them. That thing there's a piece of trash. There's your mites. So 4 mites, not good. Not good. So, but I told Rick I'll probably be buying one of his deals. Add a little more of that. All right, let's go around the corner, guys. See what the next one's got. Careful when you're doing this, you don't switch and put your jars. Put on your jars ox on both your lids so you don't mess up on this. All right, let me grab my sugar, pollen, smoker. Let's get the ox. Let's get the pan. I think my hands are full now. Let's see what's in these girls here. That's blowing in the wrong direction. Let's try that. Still trying to choke me out. Okay, what's going on here? Little honey stores. No eggs laid. No queen. No queen. I don't see any eggs. But all these girls are slowing down. Okay, we'll let them girls just chill out right there a minute. Put this colony back together. Let's give them a squirt of ox. 50 Whether they have roe or not, they're going to get it. You girls are going to get it whether you have it or not. I don't know where it can hurt them, guys. Might as well do it, right? Alright, a little paper towel action. If I can do this before it blows away. Have a little sugar, girls. Have some pollen. Old Steve-O's lazy bee feeding routine. Here in Florida, I could put on syrup no problem this time of year. It's not cold enough to do anything. I gotta go get a coffee filter, hang on. Of course, they gotta blow all over the woods. Get my sugar, set my funnel down. Can't find my funnel. Did I put it over here? Yes, put it on the boat. Talking and walking and chewing gum at the same time, Steve-O. Pull your head out of it, okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Shake her up. Shake her up. I'm gonna do one more in this yard. That last one I did, the oxalic acid dribble, I did that, I don't know, it's been a good week and a half or more, so maybe I'm a little lethargic on that operation. At least with a coffee filter trick, guys, you're not throwing away your alcohol every time, but you know, all you need is like a baseline on your bees. If you've got 50 hives, do maybe 5 or 6 hives, maybe 10 hives, the max. You don't need to do this to all of them. If a few have them, you can just reassure that they all have got friggin' mites, you know. Is my way of thinking. They all came out of here. They all rinsed out, looks like. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Look at here. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3. I'm seeing 3 or 4 mites right here. That got them all. Okay, while that's cooking, this colony is the one that died, I think. Look at this problem, guys. What you do with this problem in Florida is you go ahead and put the lid back on like that. Let them regroup in there. Okay. Let them get all happy back up in there. Those are bull ants or carpenter ants. They're nasty. They can take out a weak colony too. So what you do, let them go back in. And you go back and you get your propane fire, your cooker, and you come back, you fire that puppy up, and you blast all them suckers. All right, so we're going to shift over here to this hive. This will be my last alcohol wash hive right here. How's this coming here? I'm really surprised. I thought this alcohol would go through this coffee filter a lot quicker. I know what would work better than this coffee filter, guys. I've got a strainer, fine mesh strainer that I use for my tea. And I think I have a spare one. And I know that mesh is small enough to where it won't pass a varroa mite through it. All right, what do we got here? That's a piece of trash there. Well, I'm seeing one there. But there was a couple in that. There was a couple, 3 in that paper. So there is varroa in there. So we will be treating them all equally. We'll check this hive here also. They're eating up an awful lot of this honey, guys. They're eating up an awful lot of it. There's enough bees on this one to check it. I see no bro in that sample. So we're done playing with that. I'm going to treat anyway. We're going to treat anyway. Okay, I can put that to bed. See how our ants are doing here. Oh yeah, they regroup, guys. They regrouped. I'm going to show you a nice little deal on that in a minute. You guys just sit there and chill. Yeah. You guys enjoy yourself for just a little bit here. Yeah, guys, never had to deal with this issue back in the 60s or early 70s. Never had to deal with this nonsense. But it is what it is. It could have been biological terrorism, who knows? A lot of crazy things going on in our world today. I do know one thing, which is a crying shame. I talked to one fellow at the meeting. They're having a heck of a time getting rid of honey There's guys sitting on barrels and barrels of honey in this country, and the best they can do is 69 cents a pound. That's crazy. Cost of living today and whatnot. But why is our government, guys, let me ask you something, letting Brazil and China flood our market with their honey? Why not take care of the American beekeeper first? I'm just glad, guys, I'm not in the honey business. Otherwise, I'd be extremely pissed off right now. But I can tell you what, there's a lot of U.S. beekeepers right now that are not happy. I don't know what's going on, Mr. Trump, but you better get on it. You better get on it. That's all I gotta say. Help out the American beekeeper. We need all the help we can get. All right. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it for now. I've got to go through the rest of these colonies and fix them up. Thanks for stopping in. Keep an eye on your bees, because right now in Florida, they are hungry. Just filled this yesterday, crammed it clear full. They got that thing dug back out into here, that pollen substitute. Keep an eye on your bees, make sure they got enough reserve honey in them hives, and be happy, stay strong, because we got to keep carrying on. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. All right, ants. Welcome to Steve-O's hell. And that's the way you knock out bull ants. Be happy, guys. See you later.